Good day and good afternoon to everyone listening and watching and members of the media. Many of you will recall the work by this government over the last decade to advance the country's transition toward greater use of renewable energy. The Energy White Paper of 2011 and the Integrated Resource Plan have proven very effective practical tools on this very important journey. Bermuda's sustainability and renewable energy strategy have us positioned to become a regional leader in this arena, led by the Ministry of Home Affairs. Just one moment. Led by the Ministry of Home Affairs, we are in a very great place to ensure that that we will continue with this transition towards renewable energy. There are a number of things that we have done to make sure that Bermuda continues on this path. One being the Department of Planning has a very efficient and excellent process of which we have developed a very good relationship with the renewable energy sector, and we have also ensured that the process that we have in place does continue to evolve and becomes more practical and efficient. Now, I understand that the Department of Planning's processes may be somewhat seen as cumbersome by some. However, rest assured that the team there is well versed in the solar installation process and has excellent relationships with our local installers for solar PV installations not exceeding 1,000 square feet, which should generate more than enough energy for power to the average home. We have also advised that homeowners can use, if they have an installation that is below the 1,000 square feet, they can apply for a permitted development permit process, which will complete that process in about a week. Also recognizing that rooftop solar, which is continuing to be very popular, does not change, and we ensure that if it doesn't change the massing profile of the building, it will ensure that you are on the right path to improving your energy profile. The only exceptions is the listed historical buildings which are in St. George's under the World Heritage Site designation, and they still need to have a regular permit process because we must ensure the integrity of the character of our building heritage, particularly in the area of St. George's and island-wide, is properly preserved. There are a number of other areas of which we have ensuring that homes and businesses have the greatest opportunity to transition to renewable energy. We have a scheme where we provide a solar rebate program of up to $8,000. And if you have the appropriate ARV profile, any household can take advantage if they fit the appropriate ARV profile. We also have a program which is for businesses as well, and there's a CPC code which is available from the Department of Customs, of which a business can make certain applications to take advantage of that code to bring in renewable technology. We also have another program in relation to technologies that are associated with solar panels, because solar panels are actually quite efficient these days, and the cost of them continue to come down. We also ensure that solar panels and the associated technology with them is duty-free. And there are other technologies such as heat pumps and other efficient technologies that are associated with renewable energy have extremely lower duty rates. So there is quite a bit of opportunity for locals, businesses, as well as residents to actually take advantage of renewable energy in a very efficient and streamlined way. And we are very proud of the work that we've been able to do to expand the opportunities in renewable energies. During the past 10 years, a number of businesses have emerged within that sector who are taking advantage of these opportunities as the global market changes and as Bermuda changes. And we have made a firm commitment to ensure that renewable energy becomes our future. And we have a goal over the next nearly 20 years, certainly by 2035, is our expectation that more homes will take advantage of renewable energy, as well as more businesses, lowering the cost and also creating opportunities for new jobs. As many will remember, we recently announced 2 programs in relation to creating job opportunities. We had a program where we had a cohort for persons who had minimal skills in like construction, as well as in other areas of skills, and we provide them with an opportunity for training in the renewable energy sector. We have another program that is emerging with the Construction Association, an NCCER program, which will afford additional persons. So we're excited about the future of renewable energy and where it's going, and we look forward to announcing additional programs that will actually ensure that persons who perhaps cannot afford to make that investment will actually be able to make that investment in the near future. Thank you for the opportunity to be here, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
Owen Johnson Barnes with the Royal Gazette. To start off with, we have heard complaints from at least one solar panel provider about the setback requirements for solar panel installations, how that could limit their adoption in lower land valued areas. Could you say if there are any consideration to how that's going to change, if that's going to change?
Well, that's one installer, and I don't believe you would have received any complaints from others. This is obviously an issue, and we do recognize it, and we're actually in the busy of making changes to the permitted development permit process to modify that issue. We understand that was put in place during a time when perhaps there was less of a push towards renewable energy. Those considerations were, I think, made on issues around ensuring that where those panels were put, it didn't jeopardize the integrity of the planning of that building. So we will be making changes to make that a little bit easier going forward.
Right. Now, the government did recently launch a solar survey. I believe it was recently extended. Can you give us an update on how that solar survey is going, what the response and feedback has been like so far?
That solar survey finished on last week, I believe.
Friday.
Yes, Friday of last week. And we had above our goal in subscribers to the survey. So that survey will be a part of the content that we actually use to assess the local perspective on energy and how we should shape certain of our programs that we're putting together going forward. So we're very pleased that we went well above the amount of persons needed to participate to make it successful. And so that data will be used to evaluate how we shape some of our programs going forward.
Can you ballpark about how many responses were received by government?
Well, we were going for around 400 responses, and we got like well over that. We're close to
437.
yeah, so well over 400, which was our goal, and we're very pleased with that.
Right. Now, one solar project a lot of people have been talking about, of course, is the airport solar plan. Do we have any update as to when that might be plugged into the system and when we might be able to reap the values of that?
I cannot give you an update right now myself. Perhaps the Director of Energy can give you an update on that.
Yeah, they're very close to commissioning, to finishing the commissioning, and it could be as soon as the next few weeks. So that's kind of exciting, and we'll know more when we know more. I'm sure Minister will share.
Can you explain a little bit to the public about why this process has taken a little bit longer than possibly the public expected?
Well, um, this was the first of its type of development in Bermuda. It was a solar plant, one. It was a utility scale solar plant. And so it was bringing new technology and a new innovative initiative to Bermuda. Um, it also was creating a new relationship with the utility, which has been the exclusive provider of energy basically for the past 100 years. And there's also some development issues which related to the actual developer themselves, not to do with anything to do with the government. So that may have had some delay, and there were some infrastructure issues I think that also had to be sorted out as well as it relates to the eastern end of the island and how that power was going to be procured for the benefit of the use by Belco. So those are some of the issues. I do believe over time those have been sorted out, and we look forward to seeing that power contributing to the overall power infrastructure of Bermuda, because that power is actually going to be used to supplement the peak load that often, like during the summer when air conditionings are going quite high, that Belco has to turn on other engines, its diesel engines, to actually supplement that power, and that costs more money. This power will be used to provide some of that contingency so that there'll be a slight little lowering of cost to every electricity user in Bermuda as a result of that solar scale utility at the finger.
And are there future solar utilities being considered by the government to continue to lower that cost?
Actually, there are other projects that are being worked on with the regulator so that we can identify other sites around Bermuda that are suitable for utility scale renewable projects. We will bring that information forward when it's ready. We are working on it now. We're very excited about some of the findings we have found with the assistance of the regulator. And we know that once we can bring these to the public's attention, it will provide some great opportunities locally for renewable energy expansion.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Do we have any other questions from the media? All right, thank you all for attending and have a great day.